Hey guys, I just graduated by the way, as you can see on my bed frame over there. We have a hat in Denmark, so I'm sorry if this video is a little sloppy, but I have been out partying and getting drunk pretty much every single day, so yeah, in this weekend at least, and it's been really fun. I've never really been the type to go out, but yeah, the only reason I'm saying this is because I really did not have a lot of time left to do this video. Like, I have to get it out tomorrow. It is Sunday now, and it's 11 p.m. So yeah, I gotta get something out. I don't want to miss a day. It's only my third video, and I have a goal of making like 26 video, I think it was, in 1 year. Consistent, not missing a single Monday every 14 days. If you guys interested in coaching, by the way, like I'm doing in this video, you can buy it down in the description on my Discord. You can DM me and we can set something up. I do it off stream on 30 bucks, on stream 20 bucks, I believe. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and yeah, if you guys think I should post more coaching sessions, or if I should do something different, please let me know. I know the video on this coaching guy, the guy who's coaching, wasn't the best quality in Discord. I'll try and fix that to the next time, but as I said, I just don't have time to do another one. I need to get this out. I got to go to my graduation thingy on school tomorrow, so yeah, I'm pretty busy. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace out, guys. Much love. Hope you guys will drop a sub. I don't really have that many subs. Like, most people who watch my videos are not subbed, so if you're watching right now and you feel like I'm worth subscribing to, please do so. Or combine my streams on Twitch, also link in the description. Peace out, guys. Enjoy the video. Bye. What's your goals for this season, by the way? Do you like want to climb, or what are you trying to do?
Honestly, I'm trying to get like D1.
D1?
I got D2 and sold the account, so.
So D1 is the goal, or do you want to go higher than that?
No, honestly, D1 is my goal. Like, I don't think I can master. I don't have the skill required to get to this elo.
Do you, okay, so how do you want to get there? Like, do you want to just fast climb, or do you actually want to like improve? Because you know you can just abuse like meta champs, right? Or you can.
I believe that my
like,
Kog'Maw can reach D2 pretty, like, normal. I don't need to train that much, and then like D2 to D1 is the main challenge. Like, it's my biggest weakness is wave management.
Really?
And like, yeah, managing the wave in order to have their jungler not gank me all the time, or make my jungler gank easier.
Right. I see. I don't think there's that big of a difference between D1 and D2. I think you'll realize that once you hit D1. I think you can do that. If you hit D2, you're probably gonna hit D1 too this season.
Like, I'm D3, and sometimes you get D2, and
oh, like that. So you don't even think you deserve D2? Or you just think you get lucky?
yeah, I think like it's like 30% chance you get D2, 30% chance you get D4, and 40 you get D3,
Right.
and like you just gravitate around an elo all the time.
Okay, yeah, I think actually it's this one, and then all the way down. I think. Yeah, that is target. It's target champions only. Yeah, I use actually the exact same bind as you just binded it to.
Yeah, like you said, most binding, so yeah. I guess.
I mean, that's just personal preference. Like, the only bad thing about having it on in fights is you have to, like, if you have like a thrush or something, you can't pick up lanterns while it's enabled. So you're just gonna make sure you don't fucking have it enabled. You can't attack anything either, other than champs. So yeah, but I feel like it's really good when you're diving people, like, so you're not hitting the turret by accident.
Yeah, like I often make this mistake. I just like I Q-clicked next to him, and yeah, that's it. That's how I do it.
Yeah. So you have attack move on cursor, right?
Yeah, I like, you will see if I CS, I always Q-click. I never like actually right-click.
Oh, you have different binds and your abilities. Nice. Okay, so I guess you have your attack move on Q, which is normally
yeah, it's A actually.
And it is on cursor, right?
Hmm?
It is on. It's like it's on cursor, right? Okay. What about the shop? Do you use any bind for the shop?
Shop?
Yeah, when you buy stuff.
No, you just like click on this.
Oh really? I mean, I use a bind, but I don't know. I don't think that's a necessary one. I just think sometimes I open the shop while I'm farming to like make sure I have enough gold and stuff. That's
can I have teammates in this?
No,
like I use mouse button to target my jungler, like move the camera, I rarely use F keys, so
Oh, really?
yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't.
I use like mouse button to have the camera on my jungler, and that's pretty much it.
You use your what?
What?
What do you use?
I use my mouse button to have my camera locked on my jungler.
Only jungler? What about the other
Yeah,
lanes?
like F3 basically. No, I don't use it for other players. I just click on F
That's
buttons.
I don't know about that. I think you should consider trying like doing that because I mean I think in fights like I can see why you do jungler because it matters a lot in early game, but like your mid laner could also be roaming and I mean top laner could be teleporting, you know. So yeah,
But
I
you use
mean
F keys or something?
I rebinded mine to ZXCV. I don't know if
Yeah.
you use any of those keys. That's the keys I
Well,
use.
no, I don't really. Like C actually, yeah.
Yeah, I unbinded that the C thing. I just didn't
C is
think
pretty
else.
useful. I don't know.
Yeah, I rebinded that to M and then I just unbinded the whole voice thing. Because I only when I play I only have the other thing up. I don't have the main thing up you have up right now on the left side. I only have the runes up because I don't really find the main thing that necessary to be honest. Because I just look at what people have bought.
Well,
And
like
then,
I often just press C and look at everything.
yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah, that's up to you. That's just like what I have because I think in team fights being able to just switch around quick is pretty important. It's still something I actually am like learning myself, but I'm doing it quite often, I would say. But yeah, it's up to
Yeah,
you, man.
like I don't
Go
know.
ahead.
I can try, but it's so hard.
It is pretty hard, honestly. It
Like
took me
especially if you
like
play AD carry, I feel
yeah, I
like
think it took me like 3 weeks or something to like get it down. But it's like you don't have to do that much in laning phase. It's mainly just mid and jungler, as you said, you want to like kind of have an eye on. But it's more like in team fights. It's just really nice to know where everyone is, because yeah, it's pretty important for the fight. So that's mainly why I do it. But
yeah,
yeah,
I
I
can
mean,
try, but that would be with the F keys. Like there's no way I bind it to CAVD. Like
yeah,
I literally never go there.
yeah, it's all good. Just let's just go in and rank him. So what AD carries do you play? Or do you play like everything?
No, I play only Kog'Maw and Draven.
Only Cockman Draven. Interesting. Do you not play Cardis then? Because I feel like everyone who plays those two plays Cardis too.
No.
Okay. I mean, I think Draven is pretty weak right now, but Cockmo is I would say he's relatively good. But I
Yeah,
feel like
Kog'Maw is definitely strong.
I don't know. Playing only those two champs can be a little rough to climb on because I mean Kog'Maw is strong right now, but if he runs out of meta and while Draven is out of meta, because I feel like often those two are like kind of similar. Like usually they're both kind of popping. I feel like there's not like I don't know. I just don't often see anyone play either of those champs. If that makes sense. Like they're either meta or they're not. If that makes sense.
Yeah, but I think like if you just don't feel like playing a champion, it
Yeah,
doesn't matter. Like
100%.
none of the AD carries actually fit me very well except those two.
I mean, I agree. You shouldn't play stuff you don't enjoy. Yeah. I mean, I think I'm a bit different because I play so much. So I'm like, I just play like everyone at this point because I'm like otherwise I get bored. I don't know if that makes
But it's
sense.
funny, I could play like something I don't actually know how to play and would see about. I mean,
I would
I
actually
don't have
rather you
many
play
decent.
something you know how to play, so I can like actually like help you with something that's
Sure.
probably useful. So if
So
you
I'll
feel like
combine
comfortable with
Samira.
Cock, yeah, you can go with that. I don't know what's good into Cock to be honest. Like I don't know if the Shamira had counter her.
Well,
Like
no, but somehow I don't know how to play versus this champion, so that's why I ban it on pretty much
really,
every role.
I've like never seen her in this season. I think I played against her once. But I mean, if you, it's like the ban. You know, everyone has their own ban. If you don't like Samira, just ban it, champ.
There's like Samira and Ezreal lately. Both are very annoying.
Really, I think Ezreal is really bad right now.
What do you mean?
I mean, every time I'm against Ezreal, I just look at it as a free win. Never like every time. It's just like okay, we just won the game.
It pretty much depends on my supports pick, what I will pick. Yeah, it's Draven for sure.
If he was picking Renekton, I would have gone cleanse for sure. But exhaust is doable. Yeah, I would personally I would go cleanse here because, and the main reason too I like cleanse here is because they're gonna have exhaust in the bot lane, so you cleanse the exhaust, and then you guys just burst damage because you guys are stronger in the 2v2
Yeah, it's
burst.
true.
So that's why I would go cleanse mainly, and plus cleanse is really nice into Veigar, Vega, Renekton. It's like all CC champs where cleanse is nice. So I just think cleanse is better. But it's also like if you fall behind in early game now, until you get fucked over going cleanse. Like it'll mess you up a little bit.
Yeah, so like pretty much the game plan is try to survive the lane because Yumi's gonna sustain and like it's either we all in or we just stay at our place. And then like the late game should be pretty free because I don't feel like they have much to talk for
Yeah.
in that game. So
I agree. I don't think you should play like try to survive because I think you guys are pretty much stronger at any point in the lane. As long as you don't like farm where they have or fight where they have an extreme amount of minions. But if you cleanse the Yumi exhaust and Nord hits out all of his shit, you guys should win with the ignite. Renekton shows late, but it's definitely bot side. He's starting mid.
yeah, of course.
Yeah, I wouldn't push too hard by the way. Like this is fine. Just last hit now. Let's see what he started. Tristana. Okay. Nice. Yeah, just keep punishing that. You can keep like, yeah, nice. As long as it's just like one auto per auto, then you win it. But if Yumi and him starts autoing you, you need to back off.
Plan is just to wait for the next wave and crash it in the tower.
You can't do that. Like this is already gonna crash. That's why you wouldn't want to hit it so hard in the beginning, because then you can crash a 3-man wave and cheat a recall. But this is fine too, because
I've actually never cheated recalled in my life.
really, I do it all the time. It's my opinion. It's just like you save a lot of time, where you would have done nothing. But yeah, I mean, right now, you could just try and shove this in, but I don't know if you have time. Now you don't really have time. Just keep this up and wait for the next wave. Just last hit, because the next wave is arriving already. Okay, nice. You guys can definitely punish that.
I'm just caring for Viego.
Yeah, he's not coming bot. He started red side.
Yeah, of course, it should be top side.
You should push this though. If you push this, you can recall for free, but you can also stay because they're really low if you guys want to go for the dive. But if you do that, I would use my potion now. If you go for the dive, just use the potion now and then ping Nord that you want to dive. And now make sure you have cleanse in case something weird happens. Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh
okay,
God,
you guys should have this guy too. Just flash right. You're dead the minions. You're dead the minions.
Yeah, it's okay actually. Like she gets.
Yeah, this is okay. I think you could live that, but this is not a bad death because you probably would get cancelled by extras. So yeah, I can't really help you with the build by the way because I literally have not played Draven once this season, so I'm just gonna trust you here. Yeah, I can look up a build if you want me to, but you're a Draven one trick, right? So.
Wow, no, I'm far from one trick Draven, but like, I always go for Essence River. And then, depending on if we win, I'll go for some lethality, then Shieldbow or Draktar, or just Shieldbow instantly.
Yeah, I mean, you can look up after game where people go normally if you want me to. Because I've never seen people not go lethality before Essence Reaver. I don't know. Like I haven't seen people going Essence Reaver and then into lethality, because if you go Essence Reaver, I thought you would go for the crit build.
I feel like Essence River is just much better.
Your Diana is getting fucked in your jungle right now. Ping him out back. Just get out. Like no, just get out.
Just die at this point.
Yeah, just get out. Yeah, you just need to ping him back. The Nord. He should never die down. You just need to last it here. Your Nord is dead. You don't want to push.
The problem is he's gonna push anyways.
Yeah, that you just want to
just shove this one.
No, don't. Just wait for Nord. There's no point in shoving here because you're gonna get like pretty much ganked now because they're doing Drake. So I would just wait. Like the thing is, Tristana can't really freeze it anyways. She's level 3 right now. She's gonna slow push it back. So I would just last it and wait for Nord. Be careful, Vigo might be here.
Yeah.
Like it's like really risky to run up and check when yeah, when he might be there. It's better to just like not check at all. He's
What
not
the
there,
fuck
so
is this
fine.
build? Oh, it's because of the Diana, never mind.
You could, yeah. I mean, you could put. I don't know. What's your next bag, by the way? What do you buy next?
Well, I tried to finish Essence River at this point.
Because I think, isn't it a, what's the next wave? It's a cannon wave, right? Coming in. So you could hard shove this and just reset and get a Sheen if you wanted to get that. Because right now we don't know where Vigo is, we don't know where mid is, so I would just shove this and get out. Because you're most likely gonna get ganked. Okay, Vigo's mid, but we don't know where Vigo is.
Yeah, we have poor vision.
Yeah, it's more like just shove it and back then, if you have like really shit vision, but because you're probably gonna get ganked within the next 2 minutes. I can just a gut feeling. Like this, if you can, just try shove it. Okay, Vigo's top. I think Diana takes butt scuttle. So you guys are fine. Vigo is the Vigo is missing now, but are you sure? No, don't back. Yeah, you almost have essence now, right? Just stay for essence at this point. Yeah, I would just stay for essence. It's more like you should, if you wanted to back for the Sheen, you should have done it at 800. Now we're so close to the item, we just need like 2 more waves, and we know the jungler's top, so we just stay now.
Yeah, but he's probably gonna back and come now.
No, he's still top.
Thing is that is so understuffed. Like we could, he could gank us and we'd still win.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe.
Well, I mean, if he backs, of course not. But
You have like if you need to get these. Oh my god. Yeah, you need to try and get these because you have 100 gold away from your item. You missed 2. Just back here, just back and wait gold. What is the next wave? Okay, now it's like you kind of have to just back already once it crashes. I think you have to stay now because otherwise they just make you miss the entire thing. But
I could just ult the wave and
yeah, you can do that. Honestly, just do it. And then get home now, just recall. Like, you don't want to follow the wave. Like if he freezes, it's whatever because it's Tristana, he can't freeze.
I mean,
Yeah, see, nice. You got your item, get a pink ward, and go back.
a pink ward.
Yes. Control ward, whatever you want to call it.
I legit have never bought a pink ward as an A carry in my life.
Use your W back to lane. Press W. Set, sorry. I've never seen anyone use different ability binds in my life.
Well, it's just because it's French keyboard, you know? We have like different keyboards. That's why it shows like this. Technically, it should be QWERTY for you.
You only lost 1 minion though, so you're already doing good.
Well, 3.
Yeah, but you only lost 1 minion of XP. That's usually how I count it. I don't really count if you lose like from my last hitting. It's more the XP thing. You only lost 1 from XP, which is the most important part.
Yeah, somehow I would never have figured out how to back there. I wouldn't even have thought about it. Just when I would be low, I would back.
Yeah, I mean, you often you want to do your backs around even the enemy's backs or around how much gold you have. Vigo's top right now. I don't know. I don't know how strong you guys are. Like, could you guys? I don't think you guys can dive them. You could look for Drake though. How much time is there on Drake?
It's 20 seconds.
Yeah, I would just shove in the next wave and ping Drake. Like ping Drake now for Diana so she knows.
I could like take it down her HP.
And be careful you don't die here. Are you?
Well,
yeah. You cleansed
mission failed.
too early. Yeah, this
What?
is a bit unlucky. You cleansed. You didn't cleanse the exhaust. You cleansed and then got exhausted. Like the whole point we have cleanses for the exhaust. Nothing else.
I literally can't even tell if I'm exhausted or not.
Well, you weren't. It's not good though. But yeah, I think you get the point, right? You guys just wanted to shove that in and then get Drake. You didn't have to like fight on it, trade. The thing, like, you mainly only want to go for trades if Nord hits a shot. You don't really want to start the fight. Because you don't want, like, if you can avoid Tristana putting her E on us, we want to do that. Because as soon as Tristana uses her bomb on Nord, we pretty much win the fight. But if she starts to engage on you, you guys can, yeah, you get bursted really fast, so. Oh no. Hopefully get him for that.
I don't even get that. It's pretty sad.
Yeah. Unlucky.
Should I pink here?
No, just use a normal one. I wouldn't use a pink. You need to like get out. Yeah.
Oh, I misclicked on Yumi. It's pretty sad.
Yeah, I think you actually would have lived.
Hmm?
Yeah, I said I think you would have lived if you killed him. If you didn't hit Yumi down.
Yeah.
That's
I
okay
thought that
though.
they would actually go on Nautilus when he was clearing the ward, so this way I wasn't worried at all.
I mean, often I think this guy's. I don't know if he is, but he has no icon. So usually they're probably a smurf when they have no icon to trust. So they usually will like look for heavy engage on you when your Nord is split from you because you're still pretty vulnerable into Yumi interests. Like you're pretty
Somehow I'm
strong,
like
but
ahead on her. Yeah.
yeah, I mean you're mega up in farm right now, so you've been doing good bags. Like she's really fucking shit farm.
Just thanks to you, actually.
You can just freeze those. Just hold it, don't let it crash. Yeah, just hold those. And then let them walk up. Because you guys want them to walk up. I'm pretty sure you guys can win. Fight. Just like absolute last hit. Oh man, this Nord is trolling. If they do that, just do the red ping if they start hitting the wave and you don't want them to push. Yeah, I'll make them stop. But yeah, your goal is just to maintain like at least 4 ranged minions here in this way. Just, yeah, you can just hit that one. Nice. And yeah, you guys now, because I still think you guys can win a 2v2, so if you can, like, if not hit something, you guys can probably engage in them. Diana's also coming now, so this is a good freeze. We're just try and hold it here. Look for an engage.
I guess you could just back off and let Diana engage.
Okay, Diana's fighting. Ult that. Maybe ult for him. Ult Vigon.
I
But
mean,
don't go
he's
too
just
hard.
leaving me alone.
They distract that, yeah. You can't go. Okay. Oh god. Okay. I don't know about walking up to that guy, but I mean it works. I wasn't sure if you could one-shot you, but it's also nice that you get the kill. You really need something.
I wanted to flash for that kill, actually.
No, that would be really stupid. I think you can get out. Like you have flash
Yeah.
and everything, so yeah, just run. You don't even have to flash. Just run. No point staying. Just reset. You're gonna get dove anyways. Just reset. Like you're gonna lose a lot here, but there's no point in staying. You're 100% getting dove.
I mean, this guy has TP. He could like shoot TP inside the tower.
Yeah, but I just don't think it'll happen. I would like anytime just back there. Yeah.
Hmm?
I probably bought a pink too, but it's okay.
Yeah, it's just not in my habits. I should have.
Like you don't want to overbuy pings, but just like 2 to 3 pings a game is nice.
I mean, you just got like Vigar and Renek right there. It's kind of sad. My plan there is just to push this because
Yeah, just shove the next thing too and go mid.
when I play Draven, I don't really want to power farm bot.
Yeah, I would also just want to go mid. I'll just shove this and go mid.
My mid laner is never gonna move.
No, but she doesn't have to. You guys can just look for something because I think the enemy bot will probably look for something too, and you guys will. If they're looking for something too, I think you guys win for your free. Vigo's bot right now. Yeah, just go mid. See if you guys can catch something. You don't have like it's just like checking kind of thing. See if you can catch him, and if you can't, we just go back bot. We're just trying to look for things. You're on a ward.
Tristan is looking for us.
Yeah. I would be careful by walking up here because we know Triss is looking for something and we don't know where Vigo is. Triss is going up behind Ari right now in your jungle. I would back off as soon as you push us, just like get out because they might be coming from behind you guys in the jungle. Like they might be in your guys' jungle right now. Yep, they're in
here.
your jungle. Oh, okay, let's just pray that this Tamkins teleports. We need his teleport. Can you ping it? Okay, nice. He's teleporting. I can't really see anything in
I mean,
fights.
technically I should be winning, but reset. He's
To
actually
be
full
honest,
HP.
I can't see much what happened in that fight, but we'll look at it in the replay. I think you guys should have won that for sure.
Let me go in to not disturb.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you guys lost that. That should never be lost.
We swapped focus from Diego to the other guy because of his passive, right?
Game is gonna be rough now. Maybe you guys can get him here.
Oh, fuck.
Go with Diana. She's looking for something. Okay, go mid. Same. She didn't even go mid. It's kind of annoying. She just lose a free tower. I wouldn't go mid. You shouldn't go down here. You're dead if you go down here.
I mean, no one is here, so
Yeah, you just want to be here. You just want to be with your team. You don't want to be bot right now. Because if Vigo comes bot, he will solo kill you. Like,
um,
oh boy. I don't think you guys win this. Your team is not
no,
done.
of course not.
I don't know why he goes to the hook. Can you buy anything? This is free.
Like literally no.
You guys don't win this either. Like you literally don't. There's no point in going here. You're just gonna die. Just push in mid and reset him. Buy the cloak or whatever because there's nothing you can do right now. Yeah, just go reset. I'll go take blue. You can just go take blue too. Just do that instead.
I mean, we
Take
have
blue.
2 mages.
Yeah, just take blue and take ramp. They're not doing it, so you're just gonna do it. Like, it's just like as an AD carry and stuff. Like, you kind of do want to play for yourself too, right? Like if your mages were fed or something, you wouldn't take it. But from what we've seen so far, Ari has not done anything this game, and Diana has also not really been doing much. Just reset. Can you try and stream for the game, like really quick? I just want to see if the game runs better because the fights are kind of pixelated.
Yeah, okay, let me try.
Yeah, if it doesn't take too long, I don't want to enter your game now.
Okay.
Good. Yeah,
Does it work?
Yeah, it works. But I don't know if it's better.
I mean, I could go full screen and it should work a lot better.
Go ahead.
You still see it?
Yeah, I still see the game. Yeah. You have ult. You can ult for this fight.
I mean,
Nice.
I was scared he would steal it actually.
Okay, I think I need to refresh this. I don't know. It got like a lot worse.
Okay, well, it's kind of set up.
Kind of close. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know.
actually
It,
thought I
it
would
got
win
like a
this,
lot
but,
worse now. I don't know what. I don't know if you can go back to the thing before because now I can't like see anything.
Alright.
You don't have to go window. It's just borderless. It's fine.
Sorry.
I think this is
Something
fine.
like this. I mean, I could go like lower quality. 7 to 20 should be good.
Yeah, I think this is good. Alt maybe? I don't know.
I mean,
Flashing out. I know. Yeah, I thought she was gonna ult herself. Yeah, I wish we were on this from the beginning. It's like really good now. Okay.
yeah, I don't know. It must be Discord because my Wi-Fi is pretty good.
Yeah, I think it is Discord. So I don't think it's. Yeah, he's fucked up. Get out, get out, get out. You're all dead. No. You're all dead.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Don't even know how to
Maybe?
fight
I don't
this.
know. Yeah, I don't know. Just try.
I really can't fight this.
Then just get out. You're gonna get. You're dead too now. There's like literally no
Oh my
way you live.
god.
Yeah. Yeah, this is rough. I think this game's lost now. But I mean, you were up like 40 CS, so I feel like I still did like we still did a lot here. You know, I feel like if you can apply that in all of your games and like get up that much, just look at your CS right now and Tristana. It's like the guy's like not good, if that makes sense. Like he's 120 CS at 22 minutes. That's like really bad. So just by like having like good bags and shit, you'll 100% win more games. It's just like a bit unfortunate here, and that's also like, yeah, some
Yeah, as I
bad
said,
stuff
like
happening.
my backs are usually terrible. Like that would never happen in the game.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, okay.
it's GG.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, I mean, if you just like imagine you had like a team who didn't lose everything, I'm pretty sure you just win the game. But I mean, there's
Maybe.
also the little overstate for the Drake and stuff that kind of froze. And I mean, then your jungler also fails smited, which is not your fault, but that just also doesn't help. You know what I mean? Okay, right off the bat, we're doing okay. We go down and look, which is nice. So that's good. I don't know why we're running here. I would just stay here in the future. I don't know why we're standing here. Just stand here. And hold
Well,
that.
actually, I thought they would
Yeah,
like
if they,
invade or something.
I can see.
Like
I can
since
see
the
why.
Nautilus and everyone was moving
Yeah,
there.
yeah, then it makes sense. But just in general, just stay here. But if they are invading, of course you want to be with them. But I don't think there was any pings. Well, there wasn't any pings. That was.
No, there wasn't.
All right. So yeah, I would still stay here, by the way, just in case they late invade. You know, so you prevent that shit from happening. So like 115. It's kind of like it does nothing happens here, but it sometimes it has helped me like not getting late invaded and shit. So it's just nice. You know what I mean? It's just a good habit to have. Just stand here. Okay. Go into lane. This is where I think you guys shouldn't have like pushed. If you know what I mean? Like I don't mind you doing that. That is fine. Now don't hit it anymore. Now from now we only last hit. Because we are so much before these guys, so we don't have to really worry. And we have the stronger level 1, so if they walk up, like if they walk up at all, Nord can just like walk back up here and hook them, right? And you just do your Halo Blades attacks, and you guys win that. So that's why I'm telling you right now. I think I said earlier, later on, that you shouldn't have pushed,
Yeah.
because this is a little too much.
You shouldn't have attacked twice the minion. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. Because you see they walked up and Nord just went on them, right? And you guys just fucked them. So that's why you don't need to do that. You just need to last hit. And this is good trading as well. Here again, I wouldn't really push this hard. I would rather just go for him right now. I don't know why my pin went. Did I go in full screen again? I didn't. Why is my pin gone? I don't know why it's not open anymore in the game. Do I have to be in windowed? I don't think I do. It was on before. Okay. But yeah, do you see my point? Because now we have like a really big wave coming in, and what I would say, this is not something you have to do every game, because in this game it actually turned out favorable that we didn't do it. But what I like to do is I like to set up a third wave crash when I have this strong of a level 1 over the enemy team, because it gives me a free recall. It gives me the cheetah recall, which lets me buy a call and another potion. Lets me come back. I usually won't lose a single minion, and I just have that whole item advantage. And then if they are like, oh shit, he has an item now, we need to back 2, then I just fast shove it and they'll lose the entire wave, and boom, I already created an XP and gold lead that way, right? So that's why I like doing cheetah recalls, because if you pull them off correct, you get like a whole wave, almost like you get a whole wave up and you have an entire item, and then they, you know, he'll come back with a longsword or some shit.
Exactly. Here I freeze and the next wave I hard shove in, right? Here I shouldn't just attack the minions.
Yeah, you shouldn't attack. Yeah, you should just like last hits. And then instead of like, you guys, then you kind of want to make your jungle, your support go like, you want to make sure still, right? Because this guy had balls to walk up. So you still want to make sure that you and Nord like kind of move further up to prevent these guys from hitting. Because if they ding level 2 before you guys, your whole like cheetah recalling is fucked. You can't do it anymore because they're gonna take control over the wave. But right now you guys have control. So when he walks up, like he did like, go like 15 seconds back. Level 2, but like if he walks up here, right, because it's kind of annoying that you hit that minion and then you dragged it onto you. So if you didn't hit that minion, it would probably stay like around here, but because you hit it, it's up here, and then it's annoying because you don't want it up here, because then it'll aggro you once you hit this guy. Because right now when he's here hitting minions, you kind of want to be like around here and walking up and then hitting him when he goes to the minion. So once he hits a minion, you walk up and hit him with an axe, right? That's how you want to try. And then you want your Nord, I guess once he's a little more, I mean, this is honestly fine, but I don't think he gets hook up, but as soon as he gets hook up, you want him like optimally to like walk down here, because then he can like hook in from the side, so he can't walk up at all. You know? Does that make sense? Yeah, so what you can do is like do the green ping thing on my way to Nord, being like, yo, let's go this way. And then he'll probably go down here. And that way you prevent this guy from even hitting the wave. Plus you're like denying him XP if you zone him enough. And we know like Vico started red, so we know he's on his way to top side. Because now like you can see, right? Now the wave is too big for you to hold it for the third wave. Now it's going to crash no matter what. So now it's like you probably just want to crash it now before it ends up being like right here, because you don't want the enemy wave to come here and then hold your wave like right here. It's just an awkward spot, and it sets a good gank. If he were to, you know, go, if let's just say he didn't go to fucking Raptors, but he went red Crux, then he can see you guys are about to get a really bad like wave, then he could go for level 2 gank here, right? So it's, or you can even go up here and then still look and be like, okay, they're about to be fucked from the wave, and therefore he'll come, right? But normally he won't, because if you guys have a good wave, there's no point for him to come. So it's another way you prevent the gank, basically. Yeah, this is good. A little sad we didn't get more in, but you still got him low enough to where as I said, like now we can probably look for diving. Especially because we have cleanse, and I think we get this exhaust pretty soon. We get his exhaust before we dive, but that doesn't matter because we have cleanse, so we could have done it too. Yeah, like right down. We know he has no exhaust.
So yeah, that was very bad exhaust.
Yeah, he basically exhausted while he was jumping away. So now you guys just wanna, and this is like really good that you didn't push this. I think I also told you to not push this because I think you asked if you should. But yeah, you didn't want to push this because if you had shoved this in, this would pretty much be dead by now by the time this wave comes in, and then you wouldn't really have a dive opportunity, right? But like you can basically never dive if you don't have a stacked wave, except he's like super fucking low and he has no healing whatsoever, right? But since you didn't push this, you're gonna get this wave on top, and it's just gonna be really easy dive. But yeah, so he's not really hitting, which is good. And if you were gonna go up and hit, you had to like stop him from doing that by walking up, because he doesn't, like, he can't trade with you. But, like, look at this wave. That's why I'm telling you guys, you can just dive those. Only thing I probably wouldn't do, which I mean it turns out fine here, but I would probably let my support get the aggro, because then we just kill Yumi too. He dies, but then we kill Yumi too, and then you're back. If he's down for that. That's kind of like where it's like, okay, now it's kind of up to the support, and now it's like not up to you anymore, because this is where he even, like, he flashes in, gets a twist, which is good, and then he needs to auto Yumi and just die on the tower, right? If he does that, you would get Yumi too, because you can just stand there and auto her while he's tanking. But if he doesn't do that and he starts running, then yeah, well, he might die anyways, and you don't get Yumi. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I actually thought he got the aggro there. Like, I was pretty surprised that I had the aggro.
But yeah, you get him anyways, so it's good. And I think you could, I think you live here, but I don't know if I would say it's worth living here, because all you have to do is back again. But like, wait, where did that other auto go? Did you hit a minion? Oh, you canceled.
Right, cancelled. I think I was in tower range and I was too scared to auto.
Now you're ready to prowl.
But I mean, okay, so just go like 1 second back. Like right here, you
Yeah, that
auto,
was sad.
and you just flash auto because he still has aggro. You don't even get aggro. If you flash auto right now, you don't get aggro. And then you run out with him, and then you might take one shot, but you'll be out and you'll be on this side. You know, like you'll be on this side, and not you end up being on this side, which is bad, because at this point we're not really sure where Triss is, but he was like he's just spawning. But we, to be honest, we weren't focused on that. We were focused on this. But you run and then auto, and now you're on this side, right? You should just have flashed much earlier. And then you would be with Nord right now, recalling. And then, I don't know if you can live here by just running down. I mean, you should never be in this situation, but maybe if you just run this way to get this 1 minion away from you, maybe you live. But you just run up, sideways, while it keeps staying on you, so you die to that. Like, you see that 1
Yeah,
minion?
I thought I would die actually at this point. And yeah, you tried to run away.
But yeah, you should just have flashed much earlier and been with Nord right now. You know, that's what you should have done. Like, it's like if you're going to flash, just do it as early as possible in situations like this. Don't hesitate, because the more you hesitate, the more opportunity you give for anything else to happen. Like maybe the jungler was on that way, right? And he would definitely not kill you if you're on this side, except he's like in the river. But if he's like here or something, he will only kill you if you're on this side, right? And you could definitely have been on this side, right? You see my point?
Well, like, did I really have time to flash, get my auto reset, and
Yes.
I don't know if I had Halo Blades up.
It doesn't matter. You just need a 1 auto. You just flash instant. Like, okay. Right here, Nord is hooking him. Like, I guess in the first place, you could say you shouldn't have been like all the way up here, because you had to step forward to hit her. You should just like have ran out. But this is not a huge mistake, but it's just like, if he was a little healthier, you would have gotten an extra auto in. Right? Do you get that?
Well, I needed to run away from the tower, not to die.
Right. Yeah, you never had you didn't have aggro up here.
Well, I did before.
Yeah,
Like, I ran away from the...
but you didn't have aggro when you're running here
yeah.
to here. You didn't have aggro. Nord had aggro.
Yeah, you're right.
So all you had to do here was just kind of like run with Nord, Because we knew, like, I don't know why Yumi's walking back up. It's so greedy of her. But you should just be ready for him to re-engage. Like, as soon as he re-engages, you should be in auto range. You don't want to be like, you were here or something, and you had to, like, step forward. Where you lose one auto on that. In this case, it didn't matter because you're so low, but actually, I mean, you wouldn't have to blow your flash done if you were in the one range, you know? Because you flash for an extra auto.
Well, can you pick on me to see if I had my W actually at this point?
You didn't know.
Yeah, no, nothing was up.
But I don't think it matters. Here, you just have to, like, the whole point about me saying you would have been on the other side is here, you don't need this axe. You have an extra axe right now. You still have one axe. Flash, auto. You don't even have to, like, do anything. Like, you can flash right, like, down here. Flash down here, auto her, run this way. You're out.
Yeah, you're right.
But you get greedy and you're like, I'm not gonna flash for this bitch. I'm just gonna run her down with my W. But then she heals. And then all of a sudden you're just in a weird situation. Like see, she heals. So if you had flash down here, you might not even kill her for that. But then you're in range to auto her again. And then you run. You would still be in range, like if you flash down here, because you can, like, from here you can probably flash like down here, right? If you get one auto and she heals, well, you just pull another auto. It's whatever.
Yeah, it's just that on the spot, I really didn't think we would kill her or anything. Like, it was pretty fast, you know. But yeah, that's definitely the optimal play.
And yeah, then we end up going for her, and then, like, right here you still have time to. Oh no, not really. Now it's too late because he's auto aggro. So now it's like, yeah, I don't know, like, if it's even worth flashing or if you just should have kept running and see if you get fast on her because there's no heal. It's still worth it, but this is not good. And I think it's okay you die to minions because you get a fast back, which is not a big deal, but you know, you could have been recalling right now if you had flashed earlier. So it's just like my point. Anyways, let's go next to the next play. It's just that I just want to, like, you know, make sure you know how you could optimize that play.
Well, that's definitely not the reason why we lost, though.
No, it's not. But okay. So the thing is, like, in League, right? It's like all the small details become a big detail, right? Small things like this, yeah. One of them doesn't matter, but 10 of them really matters, right? Like, so it's like they add up. Which is why I like to pay attention to every detail. Everything I think you could have done better, I would tell you. Because in the end, it adds up. And this is where no, this is fine. Okay, it's not why we free shot. This is why Diana have this fight. I actually saw it happening. I think I should have told you, because I'm not sure if you were aware of it, but I also knew you shouldn't move. That's why I didn't say it right away. Because I saw this, and I'm like, yeah, this is lost fight. This is not a fight you want to take. Like, I already knew this from here because there are just too many people.
Yeah, honestly, like, I didn't even see it. We were talking at this point, and I was focused on...
I saw it. I probably should have told you, but I think I told you when she was around here that she's getting fucked because you're about done farming. And I didn't want you to move from this. Like, it's the right call for you not to move here at all. So that's kind of why I didn't say it, which I probably should have. It's probably my bad, but it's the right call for you to stay because it's a lost fight. Like, this fight is done. Because you don't want to lose all of this, plus this. This is coming in. If you leave this will hold this back, and you'll lose this too. You don't want to do that. It's just not worth it. I mean, yeah, like, this is just done. You know? This is not worth moving to. And then Nord comes in, and we were looking here. The only thing I would, like, do here is, like, when Nord was here, I would just spam ping him back. Like, make him get the fuck out. He should never engage. And the only thing you can do is, like, spam ping him back. Prevent him from doing it. Because it's lost. We know it's a lost fight. And then maybe, you know, he would listen and we're chilling. Or he just goes in like he did and dies. But it's like... And this is where you're like, should I push? But I don't think it's worth pushing. Because if you push this, you're going to end up where your wave is going to be like... Sort of like from here. Your wave would probably be like here. And that wave would be like around here, right? So it's like, in that case, if they decided not to go Drake, then they would be in the bush. while your wave is like here. So Vigo could just be waiting, and you're like, you can do anything now. Your wave is kind of stacked up, I believe. If you could look again. Yeah, your wave is stacking up with this. So your wave will be slow pushing and they hold a freeze. So that's kind of like the main thing. When your support is not in your lane, you usually just want to build up a slow push. Except you 100 billion% know that you can push it out and reset. You only want to do it, you need to reset too. Otherwise, I would just slow push because it's so much safer. Because you're trying to hold, like the whole point of it is just holding it on your side. But I also know like as you said, like once they're in Drake, your wave will be pushing now. We are aware of that. So you just want to get as much as you can slowly, because all we're trying to do is we're trying to build up time for Nord to come back before our wave is like here. Because the wave is like here, then Nord, he won't come back in time before these guys are like down here. And then it's like we just die. Like even if we push this, right? And let's say that just one of these guys was smart and walked down and catch it. So they just catch it right around the corner here. You can't do anything. You just have to back, and then lose the next 1 or 2 waves. You can't do anything about it if they're smart. That's like something they would do in higher elo. They would literally just go away from Drake, they see you pushing, and then go down and catch it. And then if you walk up to kill them, well, they just have Vigo finish it off really quick, and then come down through the bush and then kill you. That's what they would do, which is why I want you not to do it. Where if you're slow pushing and you have your Nord, one, you're giving Vigo time to get away, right? He might be looking bottom and be like, yeah, okay, it's slow pushing, so he might be like, yeah, this is gankable. But he also might be like, yeah, this is kind of like all the way over here still. I'm just gonna go do my Raptors, right? Instead of being like, oh shit, I should be bot. Because
yeah,
if
we
you're,
win that advantage as well. So
what?
like they can't really 2v2 us at this point.
Yeah, so you just want your Nord to be here. And the thing is, like, when you have this big of a wave, it's also much harder for him to gank. Because if you guys fight in this, maybe if you guys one-shot one of them, like Triss or something,
Yeah.
well, you can probably win it then. And you can't really get stunned by Vigo inside this wave if you just play around the minions. So he can't stun you either. So it's just good for you to not, like... And then you kind of just, yeah, push it. Now your Nord is here. And see, the wave is here now, but you can't have your Nord with you, so now it's like you even let them push you back, or you just hard shove it. And I think we just end up hard shoving here. I think this is why you have 800 gold. Yeah, you have 800 gold. So I mean, you could, because it's Trish, you actually find this really fast, but you could also like look for backing here for Sheen. But then you have to go now. Like, instead of going forward, you gotta just go here. You don't have time to go further back. You just go here. See if they let you recall. If they do, okay, you get Sheen, you W back to lane as fast as you can. And you should not lose too much. Except that they're like, oh shit, he backed, and they just hard shove all of this. And the next wave, you might lose like 3 melee minions. So that's kind of like, it's kind of like you're testing if they are being aware or not. Sometimes they want like, they're like, okay, I don't know where bot is. We're just gonna take a chill pill, not do anything really. Or they're gonna be like pushing it all everywhere. So yeah, that's kind of like why you could do it, but it's like a risk. I would say it's like a high risk, medium reward king. I wouldn't say high risk. It's like medium risk, medium reward kind of thing. Yeah.
At this point, like my thought process is that I'm ahead and I want to like actually try to poke them at the tower and use my advantage. It's pretty much what I want to do. Because to get those casters, I will be able to land attacks for sure at least 2. So
Wait, what can you say again? What do you want to do?
I want to like poke them on their tower, because when they attack the casters, they will for sure need to walk up and they will eat some axes, you know.
Yeah.
So because I know that I'm ahead, I know that like I want to actually not recall. I want to make them recall and lose some minions in the tower.
Right. I can see why, but the main reason too I wouldn't do that is because we didn't know where this guy just arrived to lane. So we didn't know where he was when we were pushing this out. And this guy, we knew that he had done Drake recently. So my main guess would actually have been that he would be bot side. I also think, as said, you're probably going to get ganked within 2 to 3 minutes now. Because we don't have any vision here. And it's kind of like I would say it's like a rule of thumb. But if you're like winning hard and you want to be this aggressive, you can do this. But once you go like past this like wall right here, you have to have vision up here. That's like a must have vision up here. If you go past this and you're planning to like be super aggressive while they're on the turret, you just need vision here. It's a must. And you want to make sure they don't have pink. Because if he was bot side Vigo and he sees you do this shit, he can just walk right through here. You don't have time to react to this ward, like you just don't. So you just want to have vision here to prevent that from happening ever. But you don't have that, and we didn't know where Vigo is either. Before now, he just showed, which is why I was like, okay, we have 800 gold, we can get a Sheen here. That's a safe thing. We don't die to anyone, right? We don't know where anyone is. That's why I was like, maybe just do this, right? It's I'm kind of just trying to look at like, how do I not die and still get good value? Because the thing is, if you go for like this Sheen and you come back and they haven't shoved, they are absolutely fucked now. Like now, then they're mega fucked. So it's like, if they don't hard shove the next wave and this wave, and back two, you just won. Like they just can't do anything anymore, because then you can like really start to play aggressive, and they're gonna have to lose 2 waves, and you get like plates for that shit.
Yeah, that's right.
Generally, I don't like just the mentality of like, I'm Draven, I'm push, but I think it's okay into Tristana, because the champ is like, as you can see in this guy's CS, it's super hard to farm on the turret with it, but in general, I think when you're playing Nord and Draven and this guy's full HP, if you just push all the time and don't let him, okay, 2 sec. Attack for the day. Yo, attack. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, it's just like, why the reasons you don't want to push here is because if you had the wave like standing here, they would have to like at least walk up here, right? Which allows Nautilus to actually hit something, because right now you're just shoving, killing all of this. It's not a big wave, like I said. When there's just a one wave, you're crashing. The dive potential is really small because you have so little time to kill them in. So it's like, and you have no minions to help you kill them. So you don't really, like, you're not really doing anything besides, okay, because it's Triss, like I said, you're probably denying CS because it's really hard to farm on the turret, but you're not really gaining any kill pressure here. Does it make sense?
Yeah, I'm like confused a bit doing actually pushing and because like it's not really because it's Triss. Like my vision of the thing is that I can land some auto attacks on the tower and it makes it harder for them.
Yeah,
and
but okay,
then I'm like,
okay,
but I have Nautilus, so
the thing is here, right? If
so
they were
between
low,
two strategies.
if they were low, you're doing the right thing. If he was like this amount of health, then you're doing the right thing, because then you can actually punish it. But he has Yumi. He does not give a fuck that if he has to take 1 or 2 autos for the wave. He doesn't care. He's just gonna take and get healed right back up, and then you just push back in. He's just gonna do the same thing. You're not like gaining anything here, right? He doesn't care if he takes 1 or 2 autos. But if you let him walk up here and he actually gets caught by Nord, you guys might be able to one-shot him, and then you get a kill. Then you push in the wave, and he loses all of this. Like, being super aggressive, like pushing in and being really aggressive on the turret, is usually not the play if they're full health and they have a healing support. Because they don't care if they have to take HP trades to farm. They have healing support. They're gonna get it right back anyways. If they don't have healing support, you can talk about it, but I still wouldn't do it when they're full health. But if they were like lower, yeah, do it. And if they have no healing support, even better. Because then every poke they trade a take for you, that's good for you, right? It's free damage. But because they have healing support, they don't give a fuck. They're like, yeah, he can just hit me, I get the farm. And then, you know, at some point, you're both gonna reset, because you're gonna run out of mana, so you're gonna reset. He's gonna be like, okay, Draven is reset. He might just reset on a new, you know, if you push it in, he clears that, and then there comes a neutral wave in from both sides. He's just gonna be like, okay, I'm behind in this lane, I'm not gonna do anything about this neutral wave, so you guys lose equal. He's just gonna make you guys lose equal. He resets, and he basically lost nothing on like what I call the rounds, right? So this is like the round, and he lost nothing on it, because all you did was trying to harass him. But if you don't kill him, if you just take his HP, but you guys end up resetting both of you, you have not done anything. Even though you might have felt like you won lane, but if he's up in you with CS because you're letting him farm by pushing it in, you haven't won anything, right?
That's right. That's true.
So yeah, I mean, if you have any questions, feel free to ask anything, honestly. But yeah, that's why
You're pretty
I-
clear.
I'm just saying, like, you gotta be careful with just pushing as Draven, because I in high elo there's a lot of people who play like that, and I have won so many games in matchups I should never win, like where I played like Vayne into Draven. I should never win that, and I don't win it, but I go even in CS because he just pushes into me and then goes for HP trades. But I have healing support, so it doesn't matter for me. But yeah, see, we're already pushing the next wave. Do you see my point? It's all we're doing right now. And Nord doesn't really know what to do. Like, that, I don't know what that even was. But like, he's probably like, yeah, I can't really do anything. Like in this case, I would actually be roaming if I was him. And this is where I tell you to stay, because you're about to reset. But you have 1300 gold right now, and it's like, you're pretty damn close to your new item. And you know this guy has only a longsword and a Dawn's blade, so it's like you
I
don't
just
want
want
him
to
to get back.
should just like try to go for him and not attack the wave.
Yeah, that's why like you would win trades, right? So like right here, just what I would do is just last hit, because then you're building up the slow push, and you're giving him room for mistakes. It's like kind of one of my things I go over in one of my YouTube videos. Like something I see a lot of lower elos, they don't leave room for the enemy to make mistakes, because if you shove it in, well, he can't really make the mistake of walking up, right? He literally can't make that mistake because you gave him no room to do it.
Yes, right.
So yeah, right here, what I would be doing is just last hitting this when they're like absolutely low. Try and get your Nord to walk up, like ping him to be like standing like here, because then all the minions that dies here on your side, if he's standing here, and you're like standing, let's just say like you're farming it right here, then they're gonna be standing like maybe all the way down here, because they don't want to get hooked, right? They want to be standing out of his hook range. So they may be behind this line, which means everything that dies, they don't get the gold, but they don't get the XP, which is the most valuable thing. Like zoning people out of XP is the easiest way to win a game, because if you fuck them up on that, like that's why I also told you to freeze earlier or later in this game. I mean, but that's like what I would have done, because then you're not letting him farm, and that's why it's like. It's something I see a lot in lower elo is like, oh, he's gonna get fucking mad now. He's like, oh, fuck this shit. And then he walks up anyways. And he gets hurt by Nord because he walks up when he's not allowed to. And then you guys might be able to kill him. Or you might be able to do this, you know, where you take this amount and now he only has this amount. And then you can push and play more aggressive. Right?
Yeah.
But by just pushing, we're not getting anything, because all the hits that he takes, Yumi's just healing it back up. So yeah, that's why I wanted you to stay as well. But yeah, we're just pushing this as well. But you're not really, I wouldn't really say you're in too much danger though, because we know Diana's bot side, but you, as I said, you're just not gaining anything here, besides letting him free farm. You're right, okay.
Yeah, he's playing ulted the wave, I think.
Yeah, because you missed the back. I didn't realize you already had 700. This is a free back, right? Plus, it's not okay. It's not a cannon wave, so that's my bad. I thought it was a cannon wave, but it's still pretty free back. I don't know how much free you can call it though, because it's Triss and he can just E-bomb the wave. But like any champ ADC who doesn't have a AOE minion damage ability, this is a free back. So, yeah, like Caitlyn, free back, because she only has Q and she's most likely just gonna last hit. Senna, absolutely free back. Vayne, free back. All of the champs, it's like all of this they want cleared in time. If what you do now is like you fast kill these two, and you go recall like right here, because the reason why I want you to recall right here is because yeah, they might cancel you, but it's not a cannon wave. So if you don't really have time to go over here, because if they're smart, they realize you're backed and they're gonna hard transfer the next wave. So you don't want to have wasted time, because it's right now you're not minding. It's not a big deal if you get cancelled, okay? Because you're full health and you're pretty decent in mana and you're up in items. So it's like if they cancel your back, okay, it's whatever. You okay?
Yeah, of course.
You just stay for the next wave, which is a cannon wave. Every 3 minion waves are like a cannon wave at this point. So but yeah, you just ult this. This is a cannon wave. Usually cannon waves are free backs, because the turret takes so many shots on those. That's why I also told you to just ult that, because cannon waves equals free back waves. That's usually where you want to look for the backs, because if they shove in the next wave really hard, but you recall like this early on, then you'll like we can literally see it. Like once you come back now, and this is why it's good that you recalled down. Yeah, it's just tanking everything. Like you just went back. Yeah, and now you're back, and you lost 1 minion of XP. That thing's just tanking the rest. And then, I mean, yeah, this is all just CS things. That's things you know you can work on, I guess. That's not something I really want to talk about. I'm more like into like when to push, when not to push and stuff. You know what I mean? Like last hitting is something people can
Yeah, of
work
course.
on. Yeah, I think this is fine you push here because we're looking for Drake. So like, yeah, I mean what I would have done here is like just go straight. You push this, go Drake. Because it was like 15 seconds if I remember correct. I don't think I can even see it. Face. Effective timers. Okay, it was 20 seconds. So it's a little early, but you don't really have anything to do here. That's kind of my main point. Why I would want you to go up. Because you don't have
just
much
like
to do.
build a wave and
Yeah, you could have
make
built
it
the
crash
wave.
for the.
Like that would be the most optimal thing to do. Like if it's already a slow push from here. But if you don't push this, which I think, yeah, Nord actually kind of fucks up too. But yeah, this too much. Don't do that. You just hit those free with like this much health because you're Draven. It's fun to hit them with much health and kill them, but just don't when you're trying to slow push. So you just want to like, yeah, you just want to have this right here. Also just last hit it, but you already kind of fucked it here, to be honest, because now it's just gonna shove in. You don't have time to hold another wave regardless, which is why I'm like, yeah, just shove it in. At this point there's nothing to do much. It's like right here you would have to hit it really slow, and then right here hit it really slow too. Then you should be able to get this wave coming in too. It would be so like, it would probably be in this spot right here still, so it's not in the best spot for you, but like this wave would be like coming in here, and your wave would be like coming here, and then you'd like fast try and kill this shit, and then just go straight up to Drake and get Drake. That's what you should. That would be the most optimal thing. But then you have to really think ahead, you know, because there was all the way up here where there was probably like still 45 seconds to Drake. So that's like really thinking ahead, and then knowing that Diana's pathing bot, so she's there. So yeah, you could definitely do that. It's a bit more advanced, but I mean it's really good because getting the Drakes. I mean, one of the things that I do a lot when I play the carries, like I play for Drakes. Drakes, I just view them as if I get soul, I win the game, because I pretty much never lose with soul. So I love to get early game Drakes. If I get to set it up, like you just talked about, like really thinking ahead and just setting up the wave so the enemies can't do anything. Because if you crash a wave that's so big, like this, plus this wave, they won't leave. They will not leave. Like that is so fucking risky. And someone like, the thing is, if they leave them, go Drake, and they don't win the fight, you guys win the game. Because then this guy's gonna be level 6 once you're like almost level 9. The game is over then. So he won't leave. It's a free Drake. You see my point? And yeah, the Drake itself, yeah, it won't win you the game, but it's just nice to have them, stack them up. Or if you fall behind, you have a Drake, you delay them 5 minutes for getting soul, right? Like, literally, in my opinion, Drakes are so underrated. Like, they should just be taken much more. If you have any questions, feel free to ask anything.
But at this point, I'm pretty much fucked up.
Yeah, you just went a little too greedy. You had okay, so I think the main reason you die is you're standing much in front of your supporter.
Yeah,
And-
like he had no way to come in anyway. This was my fault.
Yeah, and you had no wave either. There was no wave.
Totally doing this.
No wave, and you're just really like ahead of your own support. You're like standing here. You got like a fully stacked bomb on you, so now he knows it's safe to jump in. And then you cleanse, and then you get exhausted, and then it's over. I think it was over already because you held your flash. You should have flashed much earlier. But yeah, that's where you wouldn't even have been here, you know, if you set up the waves. You would have been at Drake right now, just standing there waiting for it to spawn. And then you guys end up calling Drake and get it stolen. The only thing that maybe I was like thinking about if I should have said it on it, like, is like place your pink here. But it really didn't feel like a risk play. I don't know, did they even have vision on it? Did they use that thing? Because then it didn't matter, I guess. Yeah, he did. Okay, so it wouldn't matter. You guys just get the kill. That was a big shutdown as well. Yeah, that was a pretty big shutdown actually. Oh no.
Yeah, I missed my auto there.
I saw that. But you should kind of... I know it can be a bit hard, but you should kind of expect... Once you're like... He's actually up in kills right now, but you're much higher CS. You guys are kind of even. Like, he just prioritizes
Oh no, I'm
boots.
definitely destroying him right now.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
look at his
stronger than him. 100% stronger, but like... You guys still have like... What? How much gold do you guys have each? You have 600 gold more. So you guys are like, as I said, like... You're not even, but you're kinda like he's almost there, right? You guys are the same level. So once you're alone, you should expect it. Like, you guys 100% win 2v2s, but like, he will look for shit like this because he's just looking in odd. Can you even see him here? Yeah, you can. Wait, what? You can definitely see him here. So yeah, you should have seen that coming, I guess, because you see him walking like towards you. And then just jumping. It's a really weird vision thing right here. He's like right here. You guys don't have vision, and just stood there. But and then here, I would just I mean, this is probably why you know better than I do, because it's actually a really close fight. But I would probably just have flashed as soon as he jumps on me, because I think you guys have won that if you didn't misclick, right? You actually would win that, which I don't know how it's possible, but yeah, most people wouldn't win that. You know, I guess it's just Raven things. But you were definitely going to win that if you didn't hit Yumi.
Actually, it was much closer than I thought. I thought I would destroy him.
While having Yumi on top of him?
Yeah, like, I mean, Essence River is so good. Like, if you can click on me and look at damage it deals, it's actually like completely broken.
Yeah, I guess it's just... As
Like,
said,
I had time to use it twice during the fight, and
yeah,
it's actually bullshit.
and you almost had it. Like, if you didn't misclick, you would probably win that fight. But it's
Like,
more
I knew
like...
that I was ahead at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's just more principle, right? It's good to get in your... Like, just get in habit that, okay, I'm alone right now. They're probably gonna look for me, right? Even if you win it, it's just like... Just, like, always think that, okay, my support is, like, really far away from me. So they probably look for doing something towards me now. Because that's often something that will happen.
Yeah.
And then if you kill them because you're Draven and you're like, okay, I just know better, you know, then you let them do it. Like, you could literally let them do it, but you just need to see it coming, because you didn't, you like you said when you're watching the replay, or when you're doing it, you're like, oh, I thought they were gonna go Nord.
Mm.
So you just, like, you need to kind of be prepared for it, you know what I mean? And then, yeah, then you decide or not if you want that to happen by standing even here or just going further back. We're still really far. Like, this is actually, like, honestly, like, in higher elo, if I see this much of a CS difference, the game is pretty much over almost in bot lane. Like, then it has to be because my team's inting. Like, your team is doing really well. So I'm surprised you guys didn't win those from this, because Triss is, like, so far behind. And now
My
you
team is
have
doing
this.
well at this point.
Yeah, they're doing, like, she's 3-1, he's 2-4, he just got shut down, so he was doing well. Like, Ari is the only one really playing bad, but she's doing fine
And
in
technically they're
CS.
5-7, so they're losing.
What?
They are losing, like on the
Yeah,
on the other side,
on what side?
on like top side and middle.
Yeah, your team is losing, but they're not inting, right? 2
Yeah, of
deaths,
course. No, yeah.
that's okay. That's something where it's like, yeah, that happens, man. As long as she doesn't go 0-5, you guys can still carry from bot side. So right now, like, I would say you guys are doing okay, and you're like really up in CS, and now you get to do this freeze right here. And the only reason to I call it, like, the main reason to I want you to freeze here, it's 1, you deny CS, 2, you literally force them to walk up here. And I just know that if not hit something here, like an ult to Q, and you run after them, they're dead. Right? That's why I wanted you to freeze here. Because,
Yeah.
like, the whole reason I want them to walk up. I don't want you to push and then do nothing while they're under turret. Which is what we've been doing a lot this game. Like, the thing is, like, about Tristana, you can, like, let him push the wave into you because of his E passive, and then try and freeze more on him. And the only reason you want to do this is to force him to walk up in lane, so you have more kill pressure, because the champ is really hard to kill when he has a dash, especially on the turret. Like, if you guys get him really low, he's just gonna jump. But your goal is to prevent that. And if you make him walk up here, like, his jump is most likely not gonna do shit because he's so far up that you guys can run him down.
Yeah, I like legit never see that far in the future. I never think that much about the game. It's like I'm ahead, I'm just gonna try to kill them.
Yeah, I think some of the easier ways is though if you make them walk up to you and you don't walk up to them. It makes you go. It makes you come more ahead and it makes them fall more behind. You can also see that he's spam pinging for help right now because he doesn't know what to do. He's fucked right now. He knows that. He needs his jungler to come and clear those. He just lost one entire wave there. Like, this is just like on go now, right? Like, it's just wave after wave going down because you're freezing.
Yeah, but their jungler is coming at this point.
The jungler is top.
Oh wait, didn't we get ganked at this point? Oh, maybe it was Veigar.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
Diana is on his way.
Yeah, yeah, Veigar came. Never mind. And they Renekton too.
Yeah, I like that you ult here. I wouldn't go deep here. I think you go too deep. No, it's like you didn't really realize Nord was not going with you. Like, Nord has all eyes on this right now. This is where Nord is looking. He only looks this way. This is where he's looking. He's like, and as soon as you start running this way, like, he doesn't even realize you're running this way. He's looking at this right now. This is his fucking eyes. So it's like, I think I just wouldn't walk up here because you can see or not, like, he's just fucking determined to get down here. So I wouldn't run up to them. Because there's still 2 people. And you don't have ult now either. You know what I mean? Like, it gets a little risky. Because, yeah, now you have the fully bomb stacked. It's just bad. You know what I mean? It's just like, you should just like maybe try and get down here or something. Just because you just lost a lot of health when this thing pops. Which is not good. I'm glad you didn't flash here though, since you said you're thinking about that. I don't even know if it's worth walking down there. Like, let's just try and think forward now. If you didn't, if you didn't go this way, right, and you didn't take the bomb, you would still have around this much health. If you didn't go up here to try and get a secured kill, you would actually have like probably this much health. Which means that once these guys down here are coming in up to you guys from the map, you guys can see them, right? There's Renekton and Triss with Yumi. Once they come up here to fight you guys, she's full health, except Veigar randomly ults her, but probably would not do more than this, but she's still doing good then. You're full health pretty much. Like, you guys shouldn't lose this fight then. Do you know what I mean? Like, you just took a lot of unnecessary damage here for no reason whatsoever. It's nice getting that kill, I agree, but it was not needed.
Well, the reason why I try to fight a Triss is because I want my ult to hit the Veigar, and for a second reason is that I didn't want them to come and actually try to fight the Diana while she was fighting the Veigar.
Yeah, and I get that, but you can't do that. See, if he jumps in and he's tunneling on Diana, you go on him. But you don't do it before that. Because he was standing like all the way up here, Diana was all the way down here hunting him this way. So if he wants to go down here, he had to jump, and as soon as he jumps, and Nord is like right here, he never really got anywhere. Nord was doing nothing this fight. He just walked back and forth. So he would be like around here, you guys just kill that guy. You don't have to walk up here and take a damage while Nord is here and Diana's here, because you're so isolated from everything. Like I honestly think it looked like he was looking this way too. If he wasn't doing that, he could probably jump on you, because it really looked like Nord had all of his fucking monitor like here and just zoomed it in. Like, this is what he was seeing. I think he could have jumped on you and killed you without not even reacting to it. When you guys are here. What?
I said that's possible.
Yeah, it's more like, I just wouldn't like, it's just like, it's risky and there was no reason to walk up. You just lost health for no reason. Like I said, like the main way you guys want to fight Triss is you don't take the bomb. If you can avoid taking the bomb, you don't want to do it. You want him to use it on Nord, because Nord wants to start the engage. Once the engage is started, and just for his bomb on Nord, you guys win the fight. But if he uses the bomb on you, he seems to be able to burst you from what I've seen every fight so far. Like, he actually does a lot of damage. Even though you're ahead. And I don't know if you noticed actually, but look at the level difference here. Like, you guys should never like lose this upcoming fight. If you had health, you would never lose it. Because
I'm so far ahead at this point.
You have been fucking, like, you have just been winning the game by doing better waves. Like, your wave segment has just been literally better. So you would just win the fight here because you're so fucking far ahead. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, Diana leaves. She doesn't see that at all. That's pretty bad. So you just have to get out. I think you get out too. Nord could have probably hooked a little earlier. I don't know. I mean, it's like, if you were healthy, maybe you guys could like hold it. You could fight and make them, you know, kill Nord slower, because you would be able to fight a little back, which maybe would buy time for Diana. I can't guarantee it would, but it's just the whole principle, like, because Diana reacted really late, which I think if you were like in D1 or whatever, she would like see that, because Renekton walked on top of this ward to go down here. She would see that. She would be pinging on her way ASAP, because you guys are literally 3v3. You're 2 levels up. You should win this 3v3, right? So it's like, I don't think you guys lose this. And if you had full health, or like, you know, like here, and you're definitely going to be able to slow down them killing Nord, because they're not going to be as confident just walking up like this. And then you can maybe get someone low. What?
Sorry, even Tamkin should have TP'd at this point.
Yeah, he could definitely TP. That's like,
if saw this.
Like, yeah. I mean, the only thing that I guess you can do about that, like, the thing is, like, it's really hard to say, like, what he should have done, right? Because I don't really control him, but yeah, look at this minion. Like, this would have been the best fucking TP possible. Just get all the way down there. So yeah, I agree. The only thing you can do is press tap and spam his teleport.
Yeah.
Which you did earlier, and he actually reacted to that. So I think it does work at times. But yeah, I think you get it, right? It was just the whole point, like, you don't. It's kind of like a rule of thumb. If the kill is 100% dead, and they can do something bad to you, like if I could just randomly try to kill you, and I wasn't even sure if he could, then just don't walk up. Just let Diana kill her. It sucks you don't get the kill, but like just don't risk it, you know? There's no point. You know what I mean? He's dead. You're already doing good. You don't need the kill. Like you don't have to get, it's not like if you don't get this kill, you lose the game. So you just let Diana take it, because then you stay in full health. And then you might have been able to do something here with this fight. Especially if Tompkins teleported, I think you guys literally win this fight.
Yeah, it was like, yeah.
But I think he doesn't teleport because he sees your health, and then it's kind of like, you get my point, right? Like he sees your health, he sees Nord is pretty much dead. He's like, yeah, I can't do anything. If you were full health, he could probably go do something. But all it takes is Tristana to like jump over Nord and on top of you, and you're dead. Here.
She got the tower, I think, at this point. Yeah, it's pretty sad.
Yeah. I mean, it's after 14, so he doesn't get plates at least. But yeah, I think you just push this and the next and then go mid, right? Yeah. Like, I know you are like, but my area is mid, right? So what do I do? Well, the main reason I want you to go mid is because you don't have tower, and if Vigo comes bot lane, you're pretty much fucked. He's level 10, and he's like really fed this game. He's 4-2-3. He has his mythic already, like, so I would rather like look for something. Plus is that I think that Triss and Yumi might go mid, so maybe you can look for something in case they try to dive her or something, because that's something that often, it's like basically happens every game, to be honest. Once the enemy bot lane has killed the tower, they go mid. Doesn't matter what the fuck's happening in mid, they go mid. That's just like, they just do that. So that's why I wanted you to go mid, because you're Draven, you said you want to fight, you don't really want to be split pushing, so I wanted you to just push this, go mid too, in case they come mid. Does it make sense? Like you're just shadowing her basically.
Yeah.
Because you're like, okay, if they're trying to make a play, we're here then.
Shut down.
And then we know Vigo's butt. We clear that, and then I think we go back down and shovel, which is a bit risky because we see them walk up here. Which is where we get the teleport. And this is probably the fight where we lost the game, to be honest. Let's just see what happens. So we told you, I think we told, yeah, I told you to ping Tom's TP, which he does. It's a bit late, but it's still, like, this is still not a bad place to fight. I still think you guys should be winning this.
Yeah, this one I really thought we would kill him, and he just completely...
Like, I think I went too fast. Yeah, I wish the guy, if he teleported a bit earlier. I think also you need to like, you need to be here right now. Because you're in the bush, right? He doesn't know where you are. You need to play the vision here. And then just hope they don't have a ward in here.
I was like super spooked.
Like they do have a ward here,
away.
so they wouldn't known. But the thing is like, you just kind of need like, you don't know they have a ward here. So like what I would have done is like, I would just have gone here, so I could, once my Nord engages, I can hit him. Because what happens is like Nord dies before we really do much. Like right here, you're still running. We need to start hitting him, and I think you realize that too, but it's just a bit too late. Because Nord already lost like quite a lot of health here. Like it's not crazy, but like, look how much damage you do. I just feel like if you were hitting him, he wouldn't like one-shot Nord. And you get exhausted and you need to cleanse this. You gotta cleanse this. You would... I actually think you would have killed him. You would... I mean, if you stood here... If you stood here... And you're ready for the cleanse, you win this. Nord does not die here. You know that, right?
Yeah, of course, I realized that.
It's like... And that's what I said, like... Because I know you're probably used to never playing with cleanse, you always play with exhaust or heal, I imagine, so you probably don't really think about shit like this. Right?
Yeah, but that's like something I can get used to.
Yeah, 100%. And as I said, like saying it out loud, it might sound silly, but it fucking helps. like saying out loud what summoner you have, it's really nice, and it's not something I make up. It's there's a study behind it. I don't know. You can probably search it up if you don't trust me, but like just saying things out loud literally makes people remember it more than just thinking about it. So yeah, like here you just need to like realize, okay, like yeah, we don't know he has a ward here, so we're gonna be like, okay, what we're gonna be thinking is, okay, they're chasing me right now. They don't know where I am. They probably think if I'm running like this into the bush, they're gonna think I'm running down here. But in reality, as soon as I get into the bush, I run up here to try and trick them. They have a ward, that's unlucky. But as soon as Nord then goes for the hook, we're standing here and we just out of them. They exhaust me. I insta cleanse the exhaust and we kill him. That's how the fight needs to go.
Yeah, we should have definitely won that.
Yeah, this is not losable. It's a 4v3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you die. You're pretty much dead. I don't know. Do you want to see that? I kind of skipped it.
Walk away from.
Like doesn't matter.
I think because where you lost the fight is where you ran. Like the whole bush thing. The reason I detailed that so much is because that's where the fight is determined. All of this is kind of like. Yeah, all of this is just doesn't matter anymore. The fight is over. He dies, then Eri comes down and dies. It's just disaster.
Yeah, at this point it was over.
Yeah.
Pretty much the game, like the advantage we had built is pretty.
But I mean, you still are up by a lot, like 50 CS. And so one thing that I usually go by, like you can't say for every game, but something, for example, like this game, I would say you played so much better than Tristana did. Just looking at the scoreboard, like your farm, you're 7.2k gold up. If your team wasn't like hard losing, or like if this guy wasn't getting mega fed, you guys win the game based on that, right? But you got
My macro was pretty bad.
yeah, and you still could have played better. You probably could have won this game by this fight, for sure. Or when you died here, if you avoided that, or when you didn't die to Yumi, like all those three things are like the main things that decided this game for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
But
I'm sure like the fight would have been better if like I don't know, it was more walking up or more warm up. I don't know, it's just mechanical things at this point. I'm pretty sure that the main issue is the wave management and how to build the advantage. If you weren't here coaching me at this moment, like I wouldn't have built a CS advantage that big.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you've watched it, but I have a YouTube video on it as well, wave management. That kind of explains it. But I also think that this can help a lot. Like if you just, like I'll probably put this on YouTube and then you can rewatch it and kind of like think about the waves otherwise if you want to. Like just think about how did you do it, right? How did I build a big wave?
So much on the champion you play and all. Every time I'm like, oh well.
What?
Like I play Kokomo, it's so different. I play Draven. Like the two gameplays are like so different.
Yeah,
too.
100%
And like
different.
normally this is.
Right, but I mean, I was still able to build a wave advantage in Draven with you. So it's not like because I don't play Draven that I don't know how to. Because I would say wave management is the same on every champ, but you just play the lane different on every champ. If that makes sense. Some champs like Draven allows you to be more aggressive, which also might allow you to be more aggressive with the wave management. Like it'll allow you to do more pushes, but in the end, like it's pretty much all like a situation where you can like kind of evaluate, should I be pushing, slow pushing, or freezing or whatever, right? And I would say I can do that on every champ at this point, because it's like also it's not only about knowing your own champion, but you should also know the enemy champion and what he should be doing to respond to that, right? You should always have an idea of what he should be doing, what he does. Like in this case, we have Tristana, which sucks ass at farming on the turret with, which is why I think you pushing this much in this game wasn't the biggest deal, because he was terrible at it. Some Tristanas will not lose a single minion on the turret. I've seen that, and I'm just like, holy fuck, I don't know how this guy is this good, but most Tristanas, they will go really far behind on the turret. But like, if he wasn't a Tristana, I don't think this wave would have been this big either. Like the CS management, it would still have been, you still would have been ahead for sure, but not this much. Like you're literally 60, 50, 2 minions up right now, and this guy has 6 kills.
Reset it.
What?
It's pretty sad.
Yeah. Like, the higher elo you get, this is like usually what determines what you win or lose a game, honestly. If you can build, like if you can build on average in your games this big of a CS advantage without just AFK freezing or like AFK slow pushing or whatever on a side lane, never helping your teammates. But I feel like you have been a good part of this game. You've been in the fights, right? You haven't just fucking, I haven't just told you to just go top, don't even fucking go to your team anymore. Like, because you could do that and probably get a wave ahead, but you actually been in the game and you have a wave advantage, which is like what really matters. I mean, I guess we can look at this. I don't even know what just happened. I think you just walked up too far.
He destroyed me. I don't even know how.
I mean, he has 6 kills right now. I don't know who is most gold
Killing
anymore.
me.
Holy shit, you still have 1,000 more gold than him. Yeah, okay. Jesus Christ. You just got
He
fucked.
does so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point I kind of gave up now. I was like, oh well, this game is pretty much
Yeah, I
lost.
mean, honestly, after you guys lost this fight, I don't think the game was winnable. Like,
Yeah, of
then
course
the
not.
enemies had to really fuck up. And I don't know, just from looking at your team play, it just didn't really feel hopeful. Like, you can just full speed the rest and see what happens. I don't think there's really much. Yeah. It's just like here we fought while we had 2 people down here or some shit. I think there was a guy dead, and then Nord was dead, and then this guy just chased into no vision, you know. So it's like the reason that I told you to not follow it is because you guys have pretty much lost the game, so you need to make something happen, right? Like, the further behind you get, the more risky plays you want to make. Does that make sense? You want to go like, when you're behind, like really behind in my opinion, you just want to do high risk, high reward. That's just what you want to do, because that's the only way you get back into the game. It's like full on fucking flipping coins at this, like when you're really far behind, you just go full flip coins and see if you actually get lucky. And in some games you actually get really fucking lucky, and then you actually might end up coming back. But in most games you don't, and then you just lose it. That's just how I play games. And yeah, they just end based on that. They even have
Yeah, they did.
Shelly.
Well, it's like no point watching this actually.
It's beautiful. You don't want to see Shelly dance? Oh wait, you actually killed Shelly. That's pretty depressing. Yeah.
Pretty sad again. But like, yeah, it was my fault too.
Yeah, I mean, there was those small things that you definitely could have done different. So yeah, I would for sure say that you could have. If you played this game like fully optimally from what we just discussed, you probably win the game.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, because I think a lot of people don't realize that, and I think cleanse was definitely like huge this game if it was used correct.
Yeah, completely fucked it up though.
But I mean, it is what it is. I hope this helped. What do you think about it? This whole thing.
Like really, it helped. I guess like I don't really know how to apply the exact same thing on Kog'Maw because I don't have the same control over the lane. As Kog'Maw, I like have to take on myself a lot more. But on Draven, it definitely helps a lot. And I guess like if
Yeah.
I can apply the same thing on Kog'Maw, if I somehow have the lead in early, like it's very helpful.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise just try and play it like from behind, you know, like it's like try and I feel like don't just like, because I can imagine if I'm watching your Kog'Maw games that you push a lot too. I think that's from what I've seen. It seems like you like to push a lot, especially if you're ahead. You just want to push in and try and harass.
Yeah,
But-
that's my playstyle, yes.
Yeah, I would say try to change that a little bit and see if it will work in your games. Because I think you'll climb faster. Like, I can pretty much guarantee you, if you can manage to build this big of a CS lead in a game, on average in your games, you will climb so fucking fast. It doesn't even matter if you win your lane or not. If you build this big of a CS difference, plus you were up by 2 levels in lane, he only got up because he got this many kills. And like, even though he had this many kills, you're almost even in gold at the end.
Yeah, it's true.
You'll like literally win so many games from that. So yeah, I hope this helped, man. And I mean,
Yeah, it
if
helped a
you
lot.
ever need help in Kog'Maw, you can buy a session too. $20.